City Controller Green, the board of directors of the credit union, and everyone that was involved, especially the management team. This grant, it took us 24 months to get it. And I don't know if you guys are aware of what goes into applying for a grant, but this was I first knew about this grant in my travels to Washington, D.C. The lady that was over the CDF fund, her name was Donna Gambrell. She met with the group, and I happened to serve on that board of directors of the African American Credit Union Coalition. And she was telling us about more and more credit unions were receiving grant funds. And of course, my ears perked up, and she thought that municipal credit unions in particular were prime people for this type of grant. And I'm going, okay, that means our credit union should be able to do this. So we talked to several partners as far as grant writers and decided upon a company called CU Strategic Planning. And they came to our office and back and forth and back and forth. We applied for the grant in 2013. In 2014, it was denied. Boy, were we shattered, but we didn't stop there. We decided to resubmit the grant, and we learned a month ago that the grant had been approved for the $1.5 million. So I tell you, this is something that will help our credit union, our members, the financial education of our members, helping them to understand what it is to, number one, belong to a financial institution, helping them to understand how to handle their finances. I don't care how much money you make, you need to know how to handle your finances. So this is a great opportunity. It came through after I left, but that's okay. That's okay. But this is a joint effort. I'm a member of the credit union, will always be a member of this credit union. And thank you so much, Mayor. I will turn it back over to you.
So who can be a member of this credit union? You don't want to be.
Everyone in this room, all
Stand up to the microphone.
Okay.
Who can be a member? Who can be a member of the City of Houston Credit Union?
all city employees, and anyone here that is not a member, I would invite them to come down to 611 Walker and join today.
It is an organization. It's not funded by the City of Houston. It is funded by the deposits of
Absolutely.
the members.
We are not for profit. It is a member-owned, not-for-profit, fully owned by its members.
Let me ask you about the solvency of the credit union. Obviously, how much do we have on deposit, and how many loans, how much loans are saying? Is that something you can talk about?
Sure. The credit union, Metropolitan Credit Union, is audited on an annual basis, examined on an annual basis by federal regulators, and we've received some of the highest marks from our examiners and auditors. On deposit now, our assets are currently approximately $48 million. On deposit, as far as loans, we have approximately 27 million loans.
What about family members of city employees?
Absolutely. Family members are also, membership is open to all family members as well.
My mother is a member of the credit union.
So what this loan does is protects the other assets of the credit union, but allows you to work with folks who may have bad credit histories but they have a steady job with the City of Houston, and they are getting a paycheck. It's just loaded to a debit card, but it allows you to cover financial activities for them. Would that be how the loan works, or not?
Absolutely. And like I said earlier, we're able to offer deposit side services like checking and saving products, and also loan services like auto loans and personal loans as well.
I will just add this, that Barbara mentioned something very important, that travel does pay off. I've met with Donna Gambrell many times in D.C., so travel does pay off. Some of you will get that on the way home.
So I know that the Comptroller's office is going to be changing hands next year, but I'm assuming that because you have now the grant-funded full-time position, that our initiatives to get not just our city employees banked, but citizens of Houston into banking relationships with that will continue.
Absolutely, and we are very excited about it. And Barbara mentioned that the grant came in after she left, and Mayor, I'm sure there's so many other successes that will come in after we leave. But at the end of the day, it's a program, and I think we both think very highly of, and it is one that sometimes falls below the radar screen. But to have a full-time person that all of our banking partners, our more than 30 banking partners and community partners, can call on, and Yvonne will be here after we leave. And so that's the great part about it. So the Bank on Houston program continues to move on, and hopefully the next mayor will look at the program and maybe bring it in as a general department or a position that's funded through taxpayer dollars.
Any questions about either Bank on Houston or this new relationship with credit union? We're striving to continue to lead by example to make sure that all of our employees not just collect a paycheck, but are able to take advantage of the benefits of living in and working for a really dynamic city. No questions?